Wow, MGOL keeps on trucking. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Hopefully everyone had a great day off yesterday. My man looking fresh as hell. Just put some water in my hair, you know. Sometimes I don't want to have bedhead on the stream. Usually I just wake up. Usually I just roll over, get on stream. Whatever I look like is whatever I look like. But today, I decided to put some water in my hair. Wow, MGOL, man. Holy crap. For GT maybe. So MGOL, I can give a couple moments here for everyone to get in, and then we can go through the scans. What's up, Norsail? What's up, Zay? What's up, Alan? All right, so first one here, leading gapper, 163% MGOL. MGOL, we did trade this in the recent past. Looks like it does have news. Global leader in crude oil and refined petroleum marine transportation services agrees to business combination with MGOL. The company that they're agreeing with is Heidmar Incorporated. Don't know what Heidmar Incorporated is, but it is a global leader in crude oil and refined petroleum marine transportation services. So I guess pretty decent catalyst. Market is responding well to it. It's up 166%. We did trade it recently on this crazy run here from 22 cents up to $2.86. Morning, Mig, and good morning, Brian. Good morning, Fulton. Hopefully you guys had a good weekend, or not a good weekend, just a good day off. Quick day off here in the middle of the week. Back in business here, back in business. So yeah, this one, MGOL, we traded this one. I think I did pretty well on it. Now we're popping up again. But we're getting into an area where, are we going to, is this going to, just be a dead cat bounce sort of technical pattern, technical situation? Or since it's fueled by news, is this something that is going to catch shorts off guard? And, we see a test back to these highs of $2.86. Right now it seems to be in a decent spot. I guess if you're looking at it for a long situation, but we do need to hold up this level and continue higher and start to reclaim this topping tail on the larger time frame. Let's see here on the 20-day. So it looks like there's a pretty nasty backside here. Okay. So we cleared out this these highs, this consolidation here at 130s. Made our way up to what, 142. So yeah. This is going to be tough because that's a long way here till $2.86. It's a long way. It depends if the shorts start covering. If the shorts start covering, you know, longs are just gonna smell the blood in the water and jump on. But we'll see. We will see. What was the news catalyst here on this day? 9:20, or is it? 5:21. 5:21. Q1 results. Really? So was it revenue? So it looks like it was up on revenue. A revenue beat. It was a crazy revenue beat. Wow. So it was up $600,000 on the year versus the prior year. So pretty decent. Yeah, I think this is definitely potential. I think we have potential for this. I like it. I like it. If shorts are still holding this from this $2.86 day, we could potentially see a squeeze if we start to see some covering. Because likely their position is not at $2.86. Likely they're sitting at break even or even in the red right now, because you know shorts like to add into winners. So let's say they start to position up here. You know, maybe they add at the open on this specific day at 170. Maybe they add here, down here at 125 to ride the fade. And you know, maybe a couple of them started to cover down here, but I'm sure there's a bunch that are stuck right here around, let's say between like $1 and like $1.60 or so. So if they start to cover, we could definitely see a leg at some point, hopefully. So that's MGOL. The float's also very important. Let's take a look. What's the float here? Float showing 9.91 million shares, so very good. Good float here, and it's combined here with a low price, so we'll be able to turn the shares a lot. We're already trading a lot, so we're already trading a lot of shares, which is great. We're already reclaiming this topping tail. It's looking good actually for the open. We're consistently turning, between 500,000 to 1 million shares per 1 minute candle pre-market. So that means by my magic number that I like to multiply it by is, multiply the pre-market 1 minute candle volumes by about 3 to 4. And that'll give you about the volume that you'll be seeing on the 1 minute candles at the open for the first like 10 or 15 minutes. So that'll be about 3 million shares, 3 to 4 million shares per 1 minute candle, which would be crazy for a 9 million float. That'd be crazy. You're turning pretty much a third of the float every minute. Every 3 minutes, you're turning the float with that volume, which can really, that's huge potential demand, and it potentially can squeeze out shorts. So, MGOL, very nice that we reclaim that topping tail, and hopefully we continue up to 150. I wouldn't mind seeing a high consolidation up in this area for the open. If we start to go parabolic here before the open, I would definitely it would definitely kind of make me be a little bit more patient, because it would be extended. But even right now, you could say it's kind of extended here on the 5 minute. And it's still moving higher here. So far very strong, but we're very extended here. We're about 40 cents off, 42 cents off the 5 minute 9 EMA. About 50 cents here off the 5 minute 9 EMA. Or no, 45 cents. And VWAP, 50 cents off the VWAP. So looking like there's going to be a 5 minute setup coming up. Looks like our last 5 minute pullback was at 8.50, down here at 95 cents after the break of dollar. So we're definitely due. You can see red coming on the tape, topping tail here on a 5 minute. How far do we come down? Maybe we come back down here to 127. And it's crazy. If you look at my trend lines, I didn't draw these today. I did not draw these today. I drew these from I drew these from back last month in May. I drew these in May. So that just goes to show you that, you know, my technical analysis is on point. And you can definitely, you know, double check with your own technical analysis if future price actions respecting the levels that you had, you know, weeks ago. You know, that definitely means that you're looking at the market somewhat correctly. So here, you know, a little bit of consolidation here again after the breakout, pulling back to this level. Up here, coming up to this level here, resistance, pullback, breakout, and then looks like we close right at this level that I had this trend line at, and breaking out and finding support. So crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's almost like it's kind of like magic, to be honest with you. It's kind of like magic. What's up, gangsters? Skull, what's up? These halt bands are going to be really tight. Yeah, the good thing you pointed that out. The halt bands are going to be tight because it did close under 75 cents. That means the halt bands going to be 15 cents. 15 cents all day long. 15 cents down, 15 cents up. So 30-cent range, which is going to be tight. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tough. Not something that I like to trade, but might have to be what I have to trade if there's nothing else. Next one here, GRDI. Next leading gapper, up 90%. 90% GRDI. GR lid infrastructure. This one, again, this one's gonna have tight halt bands if it does move. Closed under 75 cents. Do we have news on it? We do not have news. So no news gapper. Doesn't mean it won't move, but it's definitely is not working towards, the news catalyst is not working towards the momentum. GRDI, the float, 16 million share float. So 16 million share float, no news gapper, kind of like a penny stock-ish. On the higher time frames, looks pretty nasty. Lots of huge backside. Huge backside. It's going to need a lot of volume to chew through all of this resistance. It's going to need a lot of volume to chew through all this resistance. So it really depends on this, if the volume comes in or not. And if there's no news, who the heck knows? Who the heck knows? The volume doesn't seem all that consistent here pre-market. It's one of those kind of wild card stocks. You know, you just don't know. You just don't know. This could go either way. This could definitely go either way. But I'll put an alert. I'll put an alert up here near this pivot point here at 132. I'll put it at 123 just to give me some time. Maybe I can get in here for the break of 130, 132 if it does make it up here. Because this is our pivot. This is our breakout, pre-market breakout level. So I want to get in my first entry for the break of the pivot for the anticipation for the squeeze through the high. Baja Express, calling out CMND. Drop Trader, what's up? Chad, what's up? CMND. This one, let's see here. Trading higher after signing exclusive patent and licensing agreement with UCM Research Development Company and the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Okay. I mean, not terrible. You know, has patent licensing agreements. Patent news tends to be somewhat decent, but we're trading all the way down here at 150 after topping out at 235. This is not looking strong. You know, this doesn't look particularly bullish here coming into the open. But, you know, by the grace of God, if this thing starts to rip, you know, I definitely want to have eyes on it. So I'll put an alert there above VWAP in case it does start to be, you know, crazy one. The daily chart looks choppy. Has history. If you look at the daily chart, has history of not being able to hold these highs. So crazy spikes and drops. So I wouldn't be surprised if this thing just never comes back up to that level. But just in case, I will put a alert up here. Next one, up 37%. Yeah, so it looks like 37%. Starting to get a little bit too low here. SMX, penny stock. We haven't been getting crazy penny stock moves, so I will keep this one on watch, but there is no news on it. There's no news to account for the move. Got a bit of a bearish open here, consolidation towards the lows here, way below VWAP. Maybe you get like a dead cat bounce here, and maybe a test up here, one like 20 cents, 21 cents, or 22 cents here back to VWAP. But there's no news to account for the move, and it would just pretty much run off of complete technical squeeze or technical breakout. Float 25 million shares, so not terrible since it is a 16-cent stock, but it's not looking all that good. The volume is inconsistent, but who knows? You never know. You never know. So I'll put an alert. Honestly, you never know. Yeah, so name your setups. So there's a lot of setups that I trade. So you have your classic bull flag. You have red to green setups. You have the extended dip buy. You have the halt pattern, the halt setup, the dip and rip halt setup. You have the 5-minute pullback. You have the 1-minute pullback. You have a micro pullback. You have also just straight like range trading and level 2 scalping. You have bear trap. So there's a bunch of different setups that I trade. But what you'll find is that the market tends to trend on specific setups. You know, sometimes the market performs very well. Like you're seeing a lot of resolution with the red to green setup. And you have to be able to notice that. Sometimes the market, doesn't do, the red to green setup. Sometimes the market gives a lot of resolution on the opening surge setup, which is not waiting for the red to green. It's just like right when the market opens, boom, just straight through the high. So you gotta identify the trends. It's always changing. Yeah, so micro pullbacks without 10-second charts. Yeah, I don't have 10-second chart up, but yeah, I just scalp the micro pullback within the 1-minute candle. So you'll still get the red candle, the dip. You'll still get the dip, or sometimes not even a red candle if the candle's already green and extended. You'll still get the dip. You can still see the dip within the 1-minute candle. Now you can still buy and then look for the extension back up. Yeah, so a lot of my setups are still like within one candle for the 1 minute. But if I was on a 10-second chart, yeah, it'd be a lot clearer for sure. As you guys are tuning into your own trading, we got about 9 minutes left here. Make sure you drop that like button. Drop a like, and if you're new, consider subscribing. Love to have you part of the community. We got MGOL moving back up with a nice, solid breakout. Riding the trend, baby. Riding the freaking trend. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. Wow. 1 minute bull flag. This is more like, 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute flag here. Quick 1 minute pullback. Another, what would this be? 1 minute bull flag, 5 minute, maybe a 5 minute, 1 minute pullback. Or 5 minute pullback, 1 minute bull flag. Another 1 minute bull flag. Another bull flag. Crazy. Crazy. But looks like we're struggling here above 150s. So what are we gonna do here? Wow. Bello, my guy Triad, he knows his shit. I've been around the corner a couple times here. Been around the corner, around the block a couple times. Yeah, MGOL. This one looks the best. This one looks the best, but the that huge move, I kind of wish it never happened. You know, and as from a chart perspective, this is daunting. This is daunting for the bulls. They're seeing this huge high here at 286. Is like, we got a leg all the way up there. You know, that's kind of like the perspective here. If this move wasn't here, which in hindsight, you know, I'm happy it happened because I made some decent money. If the move wasn't there, you know, this could be, you know, all potential without any, you know, overhead resistance. You know, right now it's still kind of overhead resistance. So hopefully that doesn't ruin the stock's, you know, potential. How many years until profitability? When I turned green, when I went from, you know, my all-time profit turned green, I think it was like 3 years. I think it was about 2.5, 3 years. 2.5 to 3 years, I think, until like I started actually being net green. Until I made back all my losses, all the drawdowns, all the blown up accounts. About 3 years, yeah. And so far, you know, it's sort of like that hockey stick growth pattern, you know, in trading. You know, as you get more experience, you only get more better. You only get more confident. You only push more size, and your chart starts to go parabolic. So, you know, this first 6 months of this year, so far, the first 6 months of this year, I made more profit than 2020, 2021, 2022, and 2023 combined. All 4 of those years combined, I made more money in this 6 months. So, you know, that just goes to show you just got to survive until you get to that point. And I guarantee, you know, 3 years from now, I can almost guarantee that, you know, I'll make more in like the 6 months in 2020, like, let's say 2027. 2027, I'll probably make more in this first 6 months of 2027 than I've made in 2021 to 2026 combined. Like, it's just going to get more and more parabolic, at least up into an extent, to where you start to run into liquidity problems, but that won't be for a little bit now. As you guys are tuning out, drop a like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new. MGOL seems to be topping out here. Maybe we see a bigger pullback, maybe down to 120, 118 at the open. Maybe we see a pullback to the 5 minute 9 EMA. That's possible. Still a little bit quite extended here on the 5 minutes. We also have to be careful because it's going to be tight halt levels. It's going to be tight halt levels. So float MGOL, float 9 million shares. It does have a catalyst. We have an agreement with Heidmar, global leader of crude oil and refined petroleum marine transportation services. We're trading 45.5 million shares of volume coming into the open. High of day volume was 1.4 million so far. I'm anticipating about 3 to 4 million shares per 1 minute candle here at the open, which is more than enough to see some decent volatility. But got to be careful because there will be halts. There will definitely be halts here. on MGOL. So be careful. Be careful. Follow your rules. Try your best not to get caught in any halt downs. Those could be deadly. Could be deadly. Those are my biggest losses. Dips into halt downs. Peggy popping up here to 142, down to 119. Not looking too good here. I do not like Peggy. Pineapple Sun Energy. Do not like Pineapple Energy. So good luck, guys. Good luck. Stay calm, collected. It doesn't seem like an all that hot day, but you never know. You never know. Got to be prepared for everything. Any opportunity, and you know, you never know if it's going to just heat up in the middle of the day or the middle of the morning. So good luck, and I'll catch you guys on the recap. Peace.